What is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here. Welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ Show. I'm your host, owner, operator, full-service private investigation and consulting firm. If you need me for anything, links will be in the description below. Email me, russ@privateeyeruss.com. Send me a direct message on X, at Private Eye Russ. Like, subscribe, share, get in the comment section below. All right, so This is going to fall in the realm of educational. This is for educational purposes only, fair use, and I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything illegal or bad or otherwise, but I'm just here to provide some insight and input. All right, so fair use. All right, so let's go.
Life is short. Have an affair.
Ashley Madison. It's the notorious dating site where cheating spouses go looking for affairs.
I just don't want to get caught.
But you may recall that in 2015, Ashley Madison went into a tailspin after hackers obtained the personal data of more than 30 million of its clients.
The scandal over those hacked records from the cheating website Ashley Madison's getting bigger.
But what happened to those individuals affected by the hack? Some are part of a new Netflix docuseries.
I signed up with all my real information, which obviously was a stupid decision.
True, there was a stupid decision. Okay, look, guys, I'm not encouraging anyone to cheat on their spouse or their significant other, but some of you are going to. All right, so let's go ahead and help you guys not be goobers and get yourself busted in a really basic BI kind of way. Okay, all right. So number one, you never use your real information. You never use your real name. You never use any email address that is attached to you. So any email address that is attached to you, I know as a licensed investigator, I have tracked down people just using an old email address they never used anymore. People don't understand the connectivity that their phone numbers and, how much connectivity their phone numbers and their email addresses have with their real life and who they are. Even if you think they're disconnected, a lot of times they aren't. So if you're going to use an email address to sign up for some of these things, which you almost always need an email address to sign up for everything, make it a one-time use email, so a burner email that you only use for that particular site, not over different sites for that one only. Use a burner phone number for that one only. Why? Guys like me can track you down, even though you think you can't. Now, I might still be able to track you down, but it's going to be a ton harder, and it's going to be more difficult for me, even with some of that data, to prove that you cheated on your spouse. So don't leave yourself open like that. All right, let's keep going.
Popular Christian YouTuber Sam Rader says he felt his world crumble when he was outed on Twitter.
Don't trust a website that is based on something so immoral and destructive.
Okay, don't trust the website. All right. What he should have said was, don't trust me. Dude got called out. He's upset now because he got busted, but dude got, come on, bro. You're a Christian influencer. All right, he took a L.
Describe for me, Nia, how you felt when Sam first told you that he had been on Ashley Madison.
It was very shocking and confusing. I was angry with him. I also wanted nothing to do with
She's not bad looking. She's pretty, but
him.
But miraculously, he and his wife, Nia, stayed together and ended up writing a book about their experience.
As much as I appreciate the hack.
It's social media today, man. You can do something really bad and monetize it. Look, hackers are always trying to get into different information. They're always trying to find something, whether for extortion or they just want to burn the world down. One of those anarchy type hackers. Some of them are really, really, really good. And so I know I've used some really good hackers in the past myself, and I'm always amazed at how much information they can get into. So don't use your real information. If you put a picture up, obscure the picture. There are ways to obscure pictures. I'm not going to put that on here. YouTube will probably get angry if I did, but there are ways to obscure your pictures so that someone, some casual onlooker, some rando, or filthy casual can't just look and be like, hey, yo, that's Private Eye Russ. And so use different methods, use different methodology, and don't put your real information out there if you're going to do dirt. Having people all the time ask me, well, you're a private investigator. Don't you have to stay hidden? You guys don't understand how investigations work. I don't have to be incognito I don't have to be incognito for most of the work I do, for the vast majority. And so going undercover, have I gone undercover? Yes. Can I still? Yes, I can. And so, but I get it. You guys think that everybody's got to be secret squirrel and I'm supposed to be creeping around like a cockroach trying to hide who I am. I'm not hiding anything from anybody. I understand how much information is out there. I can get a bunch of information on me, whether I try to hide it on or not. I can get a bunch of your information, whether you try to hide it or not. It's just whether or not someone's motivated to pay my exorbitant rates. I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. To find you. So don't put yourself on these things. First of all, these sites are stupid. You can meet somebody out in the wild. I'm not saying you should cheat, but let's be honest. These things are always set up for failure. Why? Because if you use it once and then done, then they don't make any money. So they want you to keep going back for more to find new people. Anyways, keep going. They monetize the cheating. Okay. And they probably made a deal where he was like, look, honey, I did what I did. I messed up. I'm going to give you, she probably got a hall pass. How much you guys want to bet? You guys think she got a hall pass to stay with homeboy? Mr. Cheater McFarland or Mr. Sloppy, Goofy McFarland? People cheat, men cheat, women cheat. And like I said before, women are better at cheating than men are. People think I'm being mean to women. I'm not. They're a lot more organized. They're a lot smarter about it, and they're a lot more disciplined about it. You think they wouldn't be? Men will do the YOLO thing. Like, look at homeboy. He went on a cheating website. Like, how lazy is that? That's incredibly lazy. And that's the problem guys have. And so when I tell stories about women cheating, it's because the women cheating, the female cheating stories are way more intricate and way more interesting than guys. Guys cheating is usually like, okay, some woman hires me. She thinks her husband's banging the secretary. We put him under surveillance. Yes, he's banging the secretary. Their lunch dates and travel dates, they're not even trying to hide it. They're kissing, holding hands in public and all the rest of that. News at 11. Guys are sloppy, all right? So, and this dude was really, really sloppy. So, anyway, let's go on. Fair use.
Because it brought us into a place of freedom, living in the light. It's devastating what it's done to other families out there, other marriages.
But other affairs exposed in the Ashley Madison hacking have ended in tragedy.
I was crushed. I was devastated.
Christy Gibson says her husband, John, a pastor, took his life when his name was exposed.
Okay, permanent solution to a temporary problem. Yes, your reputation is jacked up. But as we've seen in the past, after a certain amount of contrition and doing the requisite mea culpas and going in the Please Forgive Me tour, so many prominent televangelists have made a comeback, right? So the permanent solution is never the solution. Talk to somebody if you think you need help. There's so many different resources. There's so many hotlines. Call a friend, have somebody come over and sit with you. But this is not the way to handle embarrassment. Take it like a man, deal with it, and keep moving and get stronger.
I need to tell my story. People need to know what the presence of secrecy and sin does to your soul. It eats away at you.
You'd think after that scandal, Ashley Madison would have come crashing down. Well, according to the company, AshleyMadison.com is bigger than ever.
We are doing amazing business. We are.
So, true. But here's the thing. Prostitution, you know what I'm saying, trying to be social media friendly, is the world's oldest profession for a reason. We are hardwired to want to engage each other in fun bedroom activity. All right. So, a debate I had a while back with a pastor. He was saying, well, people need to deny their urges. I said, okay. I said, look around your church. Most of these young people who took this virginity vow, half the girls are pregnant. So clearly that's not working. Trying to fight Mother Nature, trying to fight Mother Nature is a losing battle in most instances. Unless you have the discipline of a Shaolin monk, or a Buddhist priest, you're not going to be able to live up to those standards. And a lot of the standards are, let's be honest, they are just not realistic. That's one of the biggest problems I have with some of the TradCon stuff, is that they're telling people to live away and they're living the exact opposite. The previous guy was preaching to everybody, hey, you should do this, do that, honor your vows, and this, that, and the other thing. He was on a cheating website. The other guy was doing the same thing. Honor your wife and all the rest of that. He was on a cheating website. So my whole thing with the TradCon stuff is stop being disingenuous. be real, and give people honest and helpful information that is not based on this pie in the sky and unrealistic expectations that people really can't live up to. Anyways, keep going. Fair use.
Have had more than 2 million members join this year alone.
I sat down with Ashley Madison's Chief Operating Officer, Paul Keeble.
You lost trust with your customers, you were hacked. Are you still doing business today in the same way?
We came out of 2015 understanding that we needed to really work hard to repair the trust with our membership. At the core of Ashley Madison, everything is based on discretion.
Discretion meaning secrecy, and that's 100% truth. So I have conducted privacy audits for people who wanted privacy. Obviously, I'm not going to put that online here, but there are ways to keep your information private. There are ways to keep your secrets. You have to understand that nowadays, everything we do in this world, especially everything we do on one of these, all right, your cell phone, everything we do on one of those is designed to feed information to other entities. How many? Dozens, maybe even hundreds of entities that literally are data brokers, and all they do is sell your information. Your phone can tell people how much you sleep, whether you're sick, whether you're healthy, you exercise, you got a healthy diet, what your relationship status is, whether you're straight, gay, LGBTQ+, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, far left, far right. Literally, you can tell if you eat cereal for breakfast. It can tell, there's so many things it can tell. How many times you shower a day. This is a spy, all right? We've invited not just government entities, but all types of entities into our pockets, literally. So what you guys, so when I talk to some of my privacy clients, we go over a top-down threat assessment just the same way I do with my background checks. I do a top-down threat assessment like I would for an executive protection or private security detail client. That way you know exactly where all your areas of risks are and how to plug those holes. And so this company most likely, not even most likely, I guarantee you they hired what are called white hat hackers. I've hired some of them as well too. I also know some black hats. And they went through, and what they'll do is they'll do a penetration test. And so they'll try to break their network and get a hold of their data, and they have so many tools at their disposal. It's amazing, really. It's actually frightening. Don't tick off hackers, man. Do not make them angry, man. Once those hackers get on the scent and they want to take you down, woo-hoo. If they do, reach out to me. I might be able to help you. I might not. I'll do my best though. So secrecy and privacy, that's what these sites offer. But whenever you're putting your real, even with their improved security, and I'm pretty sure, I think they have a bounty system where if someone can find a hole, they'll actually pay the money, similar to what Apple does and Google does and all the rest of these big companies. And it encourages white hat hackers to try to find innovative ways to break their networks. And that's actually a really good system. So with this sort of site, this is what they did. But even so, even with their improved security, don't use your real information. Don't use your real information. All right, keep going.
People's lives have been destroyed. Some people took their own lives after this hack.
I understand the criticism, and we accept that. But the reality is, if we shut down business tomorrow, not one affair is going to be stopped.
He says the site actually helps save relationships for spouses in a sexless marriage.
Spouses in a sexless marriage. What does that mean? Typically, here's what it means, fellas. That means you guys. Your wife shut off the spigot. You're not getting any. And like I've made this comparison before. I got flamed on X for doing it, and got called all types of names. Like literally, I got attacked for like 3 or 4 days straight. Okay, so here's how I compare marriage, or how I would describe marriage to guys that are thinking about getting married. Before you get married, with your fiance or your girlfriend, fun bedroom activity is like Walmart, super center, open 24 hours a day, and you can pretty much get anything you want, right? So things are good, which is going to encourage you to go to the next step, put a ring on her finger, and more importantly, sign the contract with the state, which is what she's waiting for. All right, so as soon as you do that, then, okay, well, guess what? The things come, not screeching to a halt, but they slow down significantly. And so now, instead of Walmart, I'm going to compare it now to, say, Whole Foods or Publix. You can still get a lot of stuff, not everything you want, and the hours have been significantly reduced, but still somewhat manageable. And that's to get you in that mindset of, okay, it's not as good as it should be or was, but I can live with this. I can live with this, right? After childbirth, or sometime after you've been married for a while, fun bedroom activity turns into an appointment-only boutique that only opens up once or twice a month. And there's only 2 or 3 items there. And if you miss your window of opportunity, you have to wait until the store decides to open again. So that's what he means by sexless marriage. He's not saying men, but it's men. And so what has happened with a lot of these sites is they've kind of turned into not a sugar baby site, but a site where a lot of women will go on there. They'll pay money to go on there so they can meet wealthy men. So it's kind of more like a wealthy guy hookup site that they can find women that want an allowance. So anyway, fair use. Keep going.
Are providing a service that I understand that people on a moral level, on a religious level, will chastise us for, but we are helping millions of people around the world fulfill or make their life more fulfilling.
So you're claiming that cheating on your spouse actually helps your marriage?
In some spaces, absolutely.
Yeah, this guy's got huge balls. I'll say that about him. I understand where he's coming from. So if a guy is really frustrated, he's not getting any, and he goes and cheats, maybe that will keep him in that marriage where he's not getting any. Do I know guys that cheat on their wives and it actually makes their marriages better? Yes, I know some wealthy guys. I got some wealthy clients that they'll cheat on their wives and they'll feel bad about it, and they'll buy their wife a new car or a diamond ring or a new necklace or take her on a vacation. If that's a system they have and it works for them, great. But how about fixing marriages so that marriage don't become sexless in the first place? The problem is that this is often what happens on the male side. And one of my infidelity indicators, which we're going to start going over more of those and more in depthly right here on this channel, like, subscribe, share if you want to understand these things and want more of a very, very cerebral look at why they happen and what it signifies for your relationship. One of my infidelity indicators is the dry up or the cessation of fun bedroom activity, meaning she's not giving it up anymore. Oh, I got a headache. I got to work late. I got to get up early. La 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 la. Well, you didn't do this. You didn't do that. Well, if a woman gives you a list of things, chores to do in order to get access to the main reason you got married for in the first place, because that's the reason. Let's be honest, guys. Most guys get married because they want children, but also, too, they want continuing access to fun bedroom activity. The problem is many women shut down fun bedroom activity because they think that's that's a way to punish guys and to keep guys under control. Well, we're going to talk about this more in depthly anyway, too, but that's the absolute worst approach they should take, but many of them take this approach. So a guy is getting nothing, and he gets ticked off. Men will start to resent their spouse or their significant others, and it'll actually turn into a contentious type thing when it should not be. Fun bedroom activity is one of those things that should be shared with everybody, everybody with each other, and it's a good thing. It's how it was meant to be, but this is what we're dealing with, especially nowadays. Let's keep going.
Are you married?
I was married.
If you were married and you found out that your wife was a member of Ashley Madison and had cheated on you, what would you do?
I would probably be obviously hurt, but I wouldn't blame the website.
Ashley Madison claims that they...
Dude is slick. This dude is slick. A bunch of lawyers coached him up before he did this. He's slick. I'll say that much. I mean, look, this is an old story. I get it. But this is still relevant today because, today sugar baby sites are, even Instagram has pretty much turned into an escort site where women are putting their wares online. And like I'll tell you guys about the case I worked on where a young lady whose parents wanted me to look into her activity actually sent me her pricing list, her escort pricing list. If I want this, it costs that much, that. And, I posted a screenshot of it without protecting her information, obviously. And guys were like, oh, that business model makes no sense. Okay, dude, you want an escort to be Warren Buffett? Shut up. And so discretion, secrecy, does it happen? Yes. Do people have secrets? Yes. But if you don't know how to maintain secrecy and control your information, it could leave you vulnerable. It's not just for affairs. Some of the people I do privacy, most of the people I that engage me for privacy consulting do so for business purposes. These are people who have business secrets that, if they get out, could affect the business deal, their stockholder price, or the stock price, and so many other things, news-wise. And so they need to make sure these things are kept secret. That's 100% true. Very rarely does somebody say, hey, can you teach me how to cheat on my wife? Does it happen? Yes, it has happened. And do I help them? Yes, I do. At the end of the day, my job is to perform a service for a client, and no, I'm not Mr. Morality. I know people are going to do what they're going to do. I could sit here and say, every time someone asks me that, I bring out my Bible and start reading off quotes to them. That's not what happens. People are going to do what they do. Most of the people that are behind the pulpit are living exactly like these guys got caught. They just got caught.
Help couples through their services. What is your reaction to that?
You'll fall for the lie that Ashley Madison feeds you, which is like, this is good for your marriage. I remember telling myself that lie. Like, it's not worth it. It leads to destruction.
Look, bro, I get it. You got to say what you got to say. Shout out to homeboy. He managed to save his marriage, which probably saved him a whole bunch of money. Let's be real. That's what he was trying to avoid. His wife was good looking, but she could be replaced. So anyway, it's your boy Private Eye Russ. I'm shooting this video. Probably another one. What time is it? It's like 4:35 this morning. I'm still on that same detail. It's it's just one of those things where we're putting in like 18, sometimes 20-hour days, and this is how it is sometimes. So, again, like, subscribe, share, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. It's your boy, Private Eye Russ. I am out.